guys, welcome to my channel again. This is Teacher Seti again. So for today I would like to share about the 2 tips to maximize your students' talk time. From my previous videos, if you remember, the students should talk more rather than you talking, right? So it's more of like 50, no, maybe it should be 60-40. So as I said, 60% of the time the students should talk, or maybe 70 rather. 70% the students should talk and 30% you will talk. So this are the details, or to make it detail on how to maximize your students' talk time. First is you need to keep your directions easy, especially for beginner level students. If you make your direction easy, they will be able to They will be able to understand it, right? And then second, you need to avoid explanation. As they say, too much explanation will find it difficult for them. It will make them confused rather, right? So as they say, less talk, less mistakes. And then third is you need to have students read the instructions. So for example, you have material that you downloaded. So for example, it's a TOEFL exam, TOEFL IBT speaking. So if there's one part of this IBT exam is that the student should read the instruction, so that you will know if she really understands. So you will ask a question. You say, "Oh, do you understand the instruction?" And then if they say yes, then it's good. They're good to go. And then fourth is you need to set up activities interactively. What do you mean by interactively? Example is role play. Set up like this kind of activities that are role play. So situations, like it depends on the student. So for example, if the student is an office worker, maybe have a role play about business. So for example, they are in a meeting and you will play as the boss and your student will play as the office worker. So maximize your time, because role play, for role play, I think students can maximize their time talking more rather than you. And they can also improve their speaking as well. They can express their self more and practice more of speaking as well. And then the next is you need to have them to do summaries. Summaries are also very important, so that you can also know if the student understood the material or the lesson, right? Okay, and then the next is you need to insist on full sentences every time. Meaning of full sentences, like, so for example, the student, you will ask the student, "Where have you been?" And then they will say, "Grocery." Usually, for non-native speakers, they don't want to complete their sentence. They usually make a shortcut of their answer, like they say grocery. So you can, in a polite way, you can say, I think it's better to say, "I have been to the grocery," right? So much better. Make them create full sentences. Okay, and then next is the last item here is do not talk more about yourself, because talking more about yourself is really a no-no. Because when I was starting as an ESL teacher way back, like 5 years ago or more than 5 years ago. That was in 2014, February 2014, I started as an ESL teacher. I was the one talking a lot. And most of my students complained about me talking a lot. So as much as possible, do not talk more about yourself. Try to have them talk about themselves, but do not ask open-ended questions, because open-ended questions, they will usually answer a yes or a no. Should not be an open-ended question. So if for example they say your question is what are your favorite books, and they will say my favorite books are, and then make a follow-up question. You say, okay, why do you like them, or why do you like these books? See, so to keep the ball rolling, so to keep the conversation rolling, to keep your conversation or your lesson rolling, because usually if it's a free conversation or it's a free talk with your students, is for me as a teacher, it's quite boring for me. Yeah, because sometimes I don't know what to ask them. Random topics is quite difficult for me, to tell you the truth, teachers. So what I do is I usually recommend them topic, like for example travel. But if they don't have any topic in mind, like I recommend them travel topics. I really love travel topics. And I think that's about it. Those are the things to remember to maximize your students' talk time. Okay, teachers. So I hope that this video have helped you a lot. And thank you so much for your time. And have a great day, teachers. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel. Thank you. Goodbye.